Building a team is tough. And you know what grinds my gears about my team? Almost everything. I make them crazy. They make me crazy because that's just what it's like to work on a team. The Hatch Realty team has been grinding together for a number of years, and we're proud to be one of the top 50 real estate teams in the country. So as we unpack how to handle conflict, how to deal with tough stuff, I want to give you a couple pointers, a couple things I've learned through the years on how to handle this kind of conflict. If somebody is onboarding or starting with me, or even if we haven't had a conversation in a while, the first thing that I do is I'll say to them on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being meek and 10 being brutally honest, how honest do you want me to be in our relationship? And everybody says 8, 9, or 10, like clockwork. I know the answer is coming, and yet I need to ask the question because we need to set the framework in the very early stages that conflict is going to happen, that we're going to make each other crazy, and how do we best handle that? The first thing I need to do is I need to ask myself this very question. Does this person know they're being destructive? If they don't know that they're being destructive or causing chaos in my world, I can't do anything else until I bring it to them. See, in our world, it would be a lot easier if we talked to people instead of about people. And so when you have conflict in your world, even if you're like me and I'm like this super social, paper thin kind of guy when it comes to tough stuff. I mean, there's some tough things I can really handle, but like I really want to be liked. It's my high I on my disc profile. Like it's just important to me. And sometimes I felt like not bringing conflict to somebody was creating a rift between us. And yet accountability is the greatest form of love. And they already told me on a scale of 1 to 10, they want me to be really close to brutally honest. And so if I don't bring conflict to them, that's because of me and not because of them. I'm actually holding them back from getting better by me knowing something that would help them improve. See, we have a big opportunity right now and a big opportunity to help those in our world grow. And it's through conflict. It's through the tough stuff. So after I've asked myself the question, do they know they're being destructive? The next thing I have to do is I have to assume positive intent. I have to believe that they're not malicious and manipulative and maniacal and other big words that start with M. I have to believe instead that they are just seeing things in a different perspective. See, we need to approach this with more sympathy and empathy. We need to be able to walk and see things in their shoes and from their perspective in order to do that. And the only way I need to avoid these conspiracy theories that I'm creating in my mind is if I assume positive intent. The next thing I need to do is I would lead to this conversation. I would ask questions instead of making statements. I would come from curiosity. That's the next step is after you've assumed positive intent, you go directly to the source and you come from curiosity. Dive in deep, ask a ton of questions. And if you can get your perspective, or if you can get their perspective heard, you now have permission to share your perspective. And when you do so, use I feel language instead of you language, because that's just really blaming and skeeving, and it's going to be difficult for them to digest. So if you're like me and you don't like conflict, but you know great things come from conflict, let's do it a little more. Let's do it with a little more pizzazz and love and care. If this has been good for you, or if you like any of our content, please subscribe to the Hatch Coaching YouTube page. We're putting a ton of stuff out there for you to gobble up. And if this video is helpful, or you know somebody that you can share it with, please give this a share, give this a copy, like the video, and let us know that you're digging what we're putting out.